The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. A big welcome back carry for David Johnson, who almost missed all of last year. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. Caught, right side, Gresham. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. As David Johnson works his way back from the wrist injury, what are the hesitations, the cautions for him?
Well, number one, you want to make sure he's got full strength in the wrist because he's going to carry the football an awful lot, so ball security is important. And you definitely want to make sure there's flexibility there because he's been such a great pass catcher in the past. You want to make sure he gets back to being able to do that as well.
All right, here we go.
Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. The tight end, Jermaine Gresham, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue line. Blue line.
On 2nd down, Johnson. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, you know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
3rd and long here for Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Ioannidis coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Let's go. Let's go. 15.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. Out to the left here to Reed. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. On first down, this is Geis. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
To throw on 3rd down, Smith. Hard throw, incomplete. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
And that's okay. They've just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Well, the Cardinals coming out here and take a look back, Charles, at 2017. Really, everything started going south, unfortunately, week 1. That's when they lost David Johnson to a wrist injury. From there, they really couldn't turn it around.
And in the offseason, coaching change. Steve Wilkes now in charge. Comes with a defensive bent. Remember, he's a defensive coordinator with the Carolina Panthers. And he probably was blitzing from the time he took the job. That's how aggressive he is. On the offensive side of the ball, you know, there's going to be a battle for the quarterback spot. You knew they signed Sam Bradford. Josh Rosen was drafted. But the identity of this team, David Johnson, their running back. Missing him most of last season really changed the whole dynamic of their year.
Green 39! Green 39! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
On 1st down, it's Rosen. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
All right, here we go. 319. 319.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Detroit! Detroit! Set! 3-19! 3-19!
On third down, Rosen. The catch is made by Kendall Wright. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go now. Blue 90! Blue 90! Detroit!
Rosen on first and 10. Going up top. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here we go now. Green 30.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. That is incomplete. Quentin Dunbar right there on the coverage.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Here comes the seventh play now of this drive as this is third and 10.
Now let's go. Blue 90! Blue 90! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Again, it's Rosen. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Ryan Kerrigan with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. On to try the field goal now, Phil Dawson. This from 54 yards away. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Smith and the Redskins will come up now first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hey, on! Right. Yellow. Slot. 15.
To throw on second down is Smith. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Reed. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. From the gun on third down, Smith. Got a man out of the backfield. It's Chris Thompson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They'll hand it down to Geis. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Here's Smith now on second down. Crabtree with it over the middle. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Redskins on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Smith. His throw caught about the 5. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. From the gun, here's Smith. And that's incomplete. He was trying to force it in there to Crabtree that time. And now it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll run for it with Peterson. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. The Redskins on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. The first throw for the backup Griffin, eluding the pressure right. He may try, and he will score. Touchdown, Washington. RG3 taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you kind of circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball, And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would throw them together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well, because I think you can still get big plays in this area if you have the right people back there.
Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. This quarterback now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down.
Right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard. Leopard.
Play action here with Rosen. He finds Malcolm Mitchell here. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Rosen on 1st down. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. 1 minute, 53 ticks left to go in this first half. More from the desert after this. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now Smith to throw on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Yellow, yellow. 15. Hey, let's roll. 52. 35. Check 3. Hey, block. 15, yeah.
Just beating the play clock, Smith. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2, now third down. The Redskins on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Right.
Here's Smith. Looking for the end zone. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Final 12 seconds of the half now, as they've got it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Rosen again on 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though
pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Ryan Kerrigan getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Andy Lee now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 20. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So now we look at the Redskins offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Back to the ground on first, it's Geis, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Let's go. 15.
from the 50, it's Smith. Over the middle, complete. It's Richardson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That's good for a Redskin first down. Richardson on the reception from Smith. On the handoff, it's Geis. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here's Smith looking to throw on second down. Flush to his right. And he slides to avoid the hit. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
On the ground, it's Geis. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick. Make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Steps away to his left. And some room to roam now. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
To throw is Smith. Dumps it off for Geis. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. And he puts it through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, line it.
On second down, Rosen. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot, just about it.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the interception, here's Smith. Crabtree has it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Following the penalty, it's Geis. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 13 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On second down, here's Smith. Got it complete to Crabtree. Now the ball comes loose, and this is recovered by the Cardinals.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Rosen. He's going to look deep down, and he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Crabtree, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Play action supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The 13 yards that time and a first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Geis receives the pitch. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Geis showing he's going to be an important part of this Redskin backfield as he's in there again for first down. They pitch it out to Peterson. And he's got some space here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
15.
From the red zone now, Smith. Caught left side to Crabtree. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, 35.
Smith now to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Hassan Reddick. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up fourth down. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13.
Good! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Kendall Wright, the intended target. And that'll make it third down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Detroit!
Third and long here for Rosen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Fabian Moreau.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now Peterson. And some room to maneuver. Finding room to the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the fourth quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Back to throw, Smith. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Vernon Davis, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the interception by the Redskins deed leads to a touchdown. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
All right, now, look at 56.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Cardinals on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. On first down, it's Rosen. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting...
And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Preston Smith able to drop him for a loss of 12, and it'll be 4th down. Here we go. It's Rosen on 4th down. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
2nd and 10, it's Rosen again. That is caught at the 7. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there of 22. They'll run it with Johnson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Rosen. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Pernell McPhee in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
3rd and goal, Rosen. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
And Dawson's kick is good. And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And here come the Redskins now. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now is dominating and kicking around a team who have been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? Now look out, Griffin hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And this is recovered by the Cardinals.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. It makes it a little bit tougher for him.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, Griffin's going to throw. Flushed out right. Fighting through, and he's got space. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Let's go. Let's go. 15. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They go read option with Griffin. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. They go play action with Griffin. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
Little work still to do, though. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go now.
Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. On 3rd down, Rosen. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. Line of scrimmage to the 31 now on 1st and 10. Griffin going to throw it. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Eluding the pressure right. And avoids the contact by sliding. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Redskins, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams.
Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booker bugging in. Just need a bag, quit all that jaw jackery. Don't even be that, I don't want none of it. He's mad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how that poppin' and shaking. Got is a lazy, my posse deep and I raiding. We act the fool for the paper. Had a dream and I made it. El Camino, I made it. Bitches guess over bait. Put the bread on. Bet on my bacon. Big it flat in the bacon. I might just roll out today. I might just roll out today. All day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't million, I'm about to clean out the state. I look like somebody that just be bodying everything. All that talking is great, but I don't I'd rather kiss on my I've been broke away. I've been rich so until it let me out. I'ma take mama to the Marriott and got him. Took me so long to get it, gonna spread it out. One in the hand, one in the bag. One in the hand, one in the shuffle. Hit the cadence on my young. Isaac Hayes, Billy Ocean.